All right. I think we're on the go. Atticus, yo, welcome to the chat. Oh hell yes, Man Bear J, welcome to the chat. Welcome, my friend. Greatly enjoyed that stream earlier. Excellent stuff as usual, except for yesterday. I noticed you had some technical difficulties yesterday, so it kind of made the workday a little longer, my friend. I don't know. I gotta give you that compliment. That's for sure. So welcome to the chat. The title of the stream is, let's see, how's it going? Yeah, yesterday was not me at me finest. Well, it happens to all of us. Um, I actually nuked formatted my laptop yesterday because I was trying to do some things on it. I was just trying to get it so I could sit out in the living room, on the couch and just do farming or something from Lotro, something that doesn't require a whole lot of effort. And laptop died, so I nuked it. Took all night, finished up this morning, and it's just downloading Lotro now. So as you can tell, I'm still a little stuffed up, but I feel good. I felt good today, just a little feverish here and there. But I think the COVID's almost through. This is my 5th day with it, I guess, because it started last Friday. So gonna try to battle through though and get through this stream. This stream here, I feel like it's gonna be a kind of a different one and fun. So today. Well, I created a new character, and I was kind of jonesing to create, I was feeling like creating a new character, and I was like, oh, what do I do, So my kinship, my usual kinship, the Dances with Ents kinship, I have a couple of characters there. I think I have 3. There's a limit on the number of characters you have there. Plus, I was just looking for something different. And I was talking with my friends here, and so this character. Steely Dad is a guardian, and he's part of the flatulent flautists. Yes, yes. So a couple of cool things about this. I didn't really get to kind of express it. You can't express in chat sometimes, oh, it's pretty damn cool. But Guardian used to be my jam. Like, I was a guard from basically the first character I rolled was a dwarf guardian, very first one. Name was Argaleb. And I still have pictures of him somewhere on the computer, but I've been rolling guards since 2008. So I thought I wasn't gonna do it on this server. I was like, yeah, I've played a lot of Guardian. Maybe I love my Berg. Don't get me wrong, my Berg is currently my main and my jam. But I wanted to see if I could get back in the saddle with the old Guardian and tank. Guardian's a tank class, and so I think. I think one of the things too that's cool about this is that I'm playing for the first time since they revamped the classes. I am playing a yellow traded guardian. So it's a little bit different than your blue guardian, which is just tanking. Your red guardian, which is usually 2-hand DPS. I'm playing yellow, and so far so good. It's actually quite quite a good class. So. It's a little bit different. You're kind of like a captain. You have this skill, Take the Heart, that you point at foes, and it basically triggers them to come at you, and then everything kind of runs off of that. And they have now. I can't figure this out, and I think I'm going to look it up. I'm going to do a bit more research, but they have debuffs. Okay, so you start off with this skill, and it just seems like once you have this skill on something, that's it. They're going to go down really fast. I'm playing on Deadly, and I'm like blowing through the content. How do I level my characters? I do all of the traditional quests. I hate to say it, because some people find it boring. By the time I get my characters to level 60 or whatever the cap is, I'm yearning for another trip through Breland or another trip through, in this case, the North Downs. So I just do it. You know what, Man Bear J? I have not done a single mission. I don't even know. I just found out how to start them, like where you go to start them, and I have never done a mission. And I see you do it, and it looks pretty cool. I like that bridge one that you did, but no. The trick though is that I'm on Treebeard, but my characters all have these earrings. Okay, the earring of the Dead City, and Fateful Gundabad earring. And what they do is they give you 25% each, and it stacks, so 50% total. On experience gains on monster kills, crafting, and quest completions. So basically, the buffer on the server is oh, that's deadly. The buffer on the server is you can only gain 40% of experience. Well, with this, I gain 90%. So I'm almost like on normal track. So it's it does help. So that's kind of how I level. So I thought, old school character, old school thing. Let's go through the North Downs because we're not taking the Hobbit burglar there from the other stream. So and there's some good stories to tell about these North Downs. The North Downs have character, and it's often ignored. So I'm pretty excited to kind of come and do some quests here. So Captain Trotter says one present mind. So find and speak with Addie Digwell. Aggie Digweed. My goodness, maybe my eyes are suffering like my voice here. For those of you who are just joining, welcome to the stream. And this is on the Treebeard server, so it's on the legendary server, level 60 level cap. I'm currently level 27, just got there. And in the North Downs on this yellow traded guardian, destination North Downs. There we go. That was the quest that should have left me here. So enjoying this. It's my first night as part of the Flatulent Flautist Kinship. Kinship run by my friend and fellow streamer, Manbear J. Today we got together and we stormed the Chetwood, that, dirty forest, and we actually raid killed Jagger Jack, a terrible man boss hidden deep within the bowels, I say, of the Chetwood. So, Aggie Digweed says, she's not slept in 2 days, but she won't abandon her post. Would you be willing to help me? We are very careful with our rotations. Yes. A great boom in the night. Search Trestle Bridge for the cause of the explosion. So, we'll say that we turned away characters who were under level for that raid. I mean, Jagger Jack, even though it is a level 5 mob, you don't want to bring amateurs in there. You need professionals who know what they're doing, and you need a traditional setup. We had a tank, we had a minstrel, we had a hunter, to track the beast, and a bear and a man. So we had basically we were and a brawler too, just in case you needed to jump in there, hold them down. So no noobs at all. It was an experienced takedown. And after it was done, we set fire to the Chetwood. I set enough fireworks off in that baby it's probably still burning, and it's been a couple of hours. So Chetwood is done, and without any further ado, let's get going, guys. It's time for a riddle. So this is a quick one. I have returned from... You bugger! You have cabbage rolls and you didn't... Well. Alright, cabbage roll... Yeah, yes. Yeah, cabbage rolls. Yeah, no problem. They are only my favorite. Those are... Evening critic Kanan. What the hell is a cabbage... It's a dish. It's kind of like a hamburger mixed with some rice, mixed with some spice, wrapped in a leaf of cabbage and soaked in a tomato-based sauce, and simmered, roasted in your oven. And it is just, you get some tomato chunks. It's delicious. It's really good. Not too sweet, not too bitter. It's just goodness. I mean, I request it every year for my birthday. So I'm a little miffed at Rose Garden. But anyway, welcome Rose Garden. Yeah. So you're just in time, Critic. We're just going to go into our first quick riddle here while we're messing around in Trestle Bridge. What is better than the best thing and worse than the worst thing? What is better than the best thing and worse than the worst thing? Search orc encampments for proof that Talbot was drugged. Well, All right. So we're looking for black powder. Nothing is the correct answer, Manbear J. You know what? I need a bell. Not just a bell to kind of ring the bell, but a bell to go ding, 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 ding. You got it. Price is Right style, or game show style. I think that's in order. That's a Rose. Put that on the to-do list, please, along with your cabbage rolls. And let's see. Black powder. Jay was faster. I would love to see a steely bell. A bell made of steel. These are not Mama Rosa's, Steely. This is Mama Bear Rosa's cabbage rolls. When I make Mama Rosa's, I will invite you and Marcella. Okay. I gotta say, I had Mama Rose's, I had my aunt and my godmother's cabbage rolls. That would be the Rose Garden's mom, and they were really good. They were really good. I'd give them like an 80%. My mom still got it beat. My mom's cabbage rolls. I may be the biased son here, but I mean, if you haven't had them, Tara, Rose Garden, they're just they're just beyond words. So. But yes, Steely Bell, we need one. We need one for the riddles. So I have not yet. You know what? In November, when I have my next birthday, we'll see if we can get a party going. So okay, great boom in the night. And we're not talking, Man Bear J after some ramen noodles. We're talking Trestlebridge here, and the Black Fire. Speak with Aggie Digweed again. So, what is going on, too? There's a lot of activity. The Better Biscuit... Those BBBs are up here. They're everywhere, those guys. The Better Biscuit Bureau, one of the kinships on Trestlebridge... on Treebeard, one of the largest kins. They're just everywhere. So this would bolster the defenses. We have to collect a barrel of nails, a crate of hammers, and a crate of saws. Fair enough. So the thing I like about the North Downs, well, besides the other things, and find the Black Fire at the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd encampment. I hope that people are starting to see the FFS. I'm hoping. I mean, you know what we should have done? I was thinking about this. We should have gone on a march. Fresh off our victory in the Chetwood, we should have went to Bree, set off fireworks at the Boar Fountain, had a recruitment drive. And said, if you want to use that flute, it's this kinship uses flutes. Join the flatulent flautists. I mean, there's none better on the kinship, and we're doing that tomorrow. Okay, I'm in. Swimmer the Roo has hosted me with 1 viewer. Well, thank you very much, Swimmer Roo. Thank you, son. So that would be my idea. Atticus is the best, has hosted me with a viewer. Atticus is the best. Thank you both. Thank you. And welcome to the stream. We're cruising around the North Downs. Still a little sick, not gonna lie, but I'm fighting through it. And I honestly woke up this morning and I felt better than I did since last Saturday. So better in the morning. Despite the fact that it was an early morning because, leg cramps and all that. But I really feel as Bilbo says at the end of I believe it's the first movie. Yes, the Unexpected Journey. I really feel like the worst is over, or the worst is behind us. Ready for some riddles. You missed the first one, Swimmeroo. I think you did. Gotta spend those channel points. I gotta set that up, Rose. We gotta set that up. One of these times, we'll just jump on Discord, and you can kind of walk walk me through it, and we'll see if we can just, let's start with that one. Let's just start off with getting a riddle set up and going from there. So. And we are playing Yellow Guardian. So with this Yellow Guardian, and another thing too that you guys haven't seen me do, this is the first time that you'll see me playing deadly difficulty, and what it means to be deadly. To be fair, both of my burglars, one is I think is playing on hard, and the other one is just on normal, just because I use it to kind of go and crap. So this Guardian is my first stream with a deadly character. And what just happened? The Rose Garden. I'm getting hosted all over the place here. That's pretty cool. I wish I was able to be hosted in real life. I've been in isolation now because Bacilla had it since like New Year. So I'm going stir crazy, man. I haven't been outside my house in 13 days. It's crazy. And Critic has hosted me with a viewer. I'm visiting everyone's homes. So thanks, guys. Thanks for the hosts. I really appreciate that. So okay, let's have a riddle. We're done the first campfire. I've made mincemeat of things so far. I am a little bit above level here. These quests are light blue. They're teal, so they're level 24. I happen to be level 27 because I really want to show you guys my dice now. Yes, Rose Garden just got a real pack of a big huge pack. Okay, so let's start off with a kind of a simple one. This one is simple. There's a couple of giveaways here, but who knows? It may be a stumper. Anyway, it's a little bit longer, so pay attention. And here we go. Once again, no Googling, no, be on your honor, no Rose Garden, 1 second answers. Although you can answer this one, just be handheld bell or desk bell. I'll look for a bell. I'll find like a little bell maybe on Amazon or something, and I'll maybe one of those like ding 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 ding. Well, we'll see. It should be made of steel though, steel. Okay, so here's the riddle. A most delicious thing. It can be given, but cannot be kept. Some awake from it after they've slept. It is the moistest and softest butterfly wing, but when it is the last, even it can sting. What is it? It's not a cowbell. I realized that was in thing, but we do need a steel bell. Coffee? The answer is not coffee, no. No instant answers. Oh, you can answer, critic. I'm just kind of giving Rose a tough time because she sometimes not caffeine. No. You guys are thinking pragmatically. What's a good? Yes, it is. It's a kiss. Critic coming in clutch, buddy. Welcome back too. I didn't see you the other night, so hope you were enjoying your week so far. I haven't been on much this week myself. It's just like I said, I'm recovering from COVID-19. One thing I will say is that I'm not playing this character properly. Is that my taste buds are getting lost. It's tough for me to taste food. I had pizza last night. Not plain pizza, like it had toppings. It was delicious. It should have been, but I couldn't really taste it. So that was kind of crappy. And for those who know me, you know how much I love food. I will visit the United States of America. I will make a 5-hour drive for a steak from my favorite steakhouse there. So the only steel bells are cowbells. Maybe just a little cowbell, like a small one. Atticus is the best. I really don't know what that is, Atticus, but you're kind of yeah. So let's see here. So that was the answer to this riddle. A most delicious thing. It can be given, but it cannot be kept. Some awake from it after they slept. It is the moistest and softest butterfly wing, but when it is the last, even it can sting. So it's the answer was a kiss. So let's yeah, because I really don't know what's going on there. That kind of looks like, I don't even know who it looks like. I don't even know what it's supposed to be. All right. Atticus, you might have to get timed out. No, I'm just let's get the spider thing going here. Yes, so I do enjoy the food. From the US and from all over. So for me to lose my taste buds is first time chat. Oh, there's a new chatter from an old friend of Swimmeroos. Welcome to the chat, Dominic. And hope you're enjoying time on the Minecraft world. I actually have a Minecraft server. And my Minecraft server is it's pretty small. Like, I think you can only have 10 people on there, but Swimmeroo. Okay, so let's see here. Yeah, I guess, come on. Pretend you're here, like we're just having fun catching Pokemon or something. So yeah, so the Minecraft server is pretty good. It's like a realm, and bring the guard draft, return to Eggy, bring the collect. I think I've done everything I need to do. Oh, collect historic map pages. I guess I have to go up there. Okay. So, regardless, yeah, not having a sense of taste is kind of crappy. But anyway, and the Minecraft server. Yes, so Dominic started playing on Minecraft server, and I jumped on to check out what was going on, and I saw that he was on there, so it's fine. Basila was actually playing. Basila's kind of getting back into the Minecraft, couching aspect. So, but we did see that Dominic had a tough time, died a couple of times, drowned once. So he was maybe not having the easiest time, but I'm really curious to see what you guys are building. So that's going to be a fun thing to check out after. Okay, now does this guy here, a book torn apart? Okay, I think I have to come back here. I think I have to come back. Okay, so let's this Guardian is requiring much more demanding attention than my bird. Maybe it's because of the Deadly's difficulty too, you know. Like I said, I don't often play on Deadly on the stream. Apology accepted. Now put her there. Okay, so we're headed back to Trestle Bridge. I don't even know. It's not asking me to kill this half-orc, so I'm just going to leave him alone. But I think I'm going to have to come back here. Alright, so we're leaving the orc camp. So, as I was saying at the beginning of the stream is taking place in the North Downs with this character. Kind of lost my train of thought now. But that's what I was going at. So some of these quests, like get the bag of nails, like put out the fires at the 3 camps, get other things. They're actually like very much like Shire quests. So it's a bit of a familiar territory, and I think part of that is just this was one of the original zones, the original 7 that were in play when the game first dropped. So the original 7 zones in Lord of the Rings Online were actually the Shire, Ered Luin, Bree. And then once you left Bree, you went to the North Downs and the Lone Lands. Usually the Lone Lands first and then the North Downs. They've kind of changed that around a little bit. And then from there you had the Trollshaws. I guess there were 8. The Trollshaws, Angmar, and the Misty Mountains. Those were the only zones. So when the game first came out. And a lot of them had the familiarity of the, I guess the set of quests that you'd find. In the Shire and Bree, the traditional MMO quest, the fetch quests and the whatnots. But the North Downs underwent a change a few years back, and I think it really did the zone good. It did change things and make it more linear. So now you can actually start in Trestle Bridge. And there's a set of quests that takes you right straight through, right to Estelden, which is kind of the last hub. So, okay, so one thing that's going on is the town got burned, and there was black powder, and the houses got burnt down. And the guard who was on duty didn't see anything, and so he got placed in the stocks. But they since found out that he was drugged, so now we have to just free him from the stocks. He was actually innocent of any kind of real wrongdoing. Damn, the barrows are hard, says Leah. Oh, yes. Yeah, they would be. I wonder what difficulty they're playing on. Okay, so he's out of the stocks now. Return to Captain Trotter. There he is. He says, I'm glad that debacle is over with. Yes, perhaps now we can focus on more pressing issues. Yes, indeed. Let's do that. Okay, so find and enter the dangerous pass of Nan Wethrin. Well, no, we're not going to do this one because this is one of the changes to the North Downs. So there was an area of North Downs called Nan Wethrin, and it's just outside of Trestle Bridge. And it was a sharp learning curve for those of us. So the answer to that one is the answer to the riddle that was earlier, and that would be nothing, Atticus. I believe, anyway. So, let's see here. And then I'll come back with a riddle soon. I'm just trying to kind of figure this out. Search for the half-orc who planted the powder. Okay, there's that half-orc. Yeah, so it was very similar, and I think that one may have posted. It was like, I think I posted something like that the other day. It was like, what's greater than God, more evil than the devil, etc. So it's kind of an extreme thing, and then it's that kind of trick nothing answer. But here, try this one on, and see if you can get this one. You would, critic. Go ahead and post one. I'll hold off on posting my own. And riddles are encouraged. I'll get to them. Like, if I can answer them, I will. But they're open to the whole community. If any of you guys know the answer, it's kind of like who can be quickest here in a lot of cases. So. Okay. So, if 11 plus 2 equals 1, what does 9 plus 5 equal? If 11 plus 2 equals 1, what does 9 plus 5 equal? This is a kind of an interesting one. Difficult to kind of figure that one out without giving it some thought. And if it's a mathematical substitution one, then let's see. We've got 2 on the go. Let's see here. So reply to the riddle is 2. And I'm left behind yet never taken, set down in a row. Seldom seen in isolation and captured by the snow. Set apart by haste, though immobile all the same, when left undefaced, a betrayal of the game. That is a very wordy riddle. So, Atticus, that was the answer. The answer was 2. You got the correct answer, I'm assuming. There we go. Lugbus goes down. So that's the end of him. So welcome to the stream. Yes, the answer. So we're just in the middle of solving a riddle. So if anyone's got the answer, please don't hesitate to give it. Tanuvian, Friend of the Wild, level 30 lore master. I thought I was over leveled. All right, way to go, Tanuvian. So the riddle that's being posed right now is: I'm left behind, yet never taken, set down in a row. Seldom seen in isolation and captured by the snow. Set apart by haste, though immobile all the same. When left undefaced, a betrayal of the game. I'm curious about the seldom seen in isolation and captured by the snow. Ah, footprints. 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 Ah, yes. 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 Well done, Atticus. Well done. All right. So, so I think I've said this a few times, but let me kind of expand. So the North Downs, we'll get back to the game, but we'll also get back to a riddle in a second because I've got another good one. It's kind of a quick hitter and it's good. But I will just say that this area is north of Bree. So if you're playing the game, it is one of the original zones. So it's not really that difficult to find. So I'm just going to move this up here. It is a large zone. So right down here is the road to Bree. You come up the Trestle Bridge, and you keep on moving up the Greenway. Now, up here is the Fields of Fornost and Fornost. Very, very historical site for Lord of the Rings and the lore. And hopefully we'll talk more about that as the stream goes on. Anondor, or Anondir, is the area kind of in between that, Kingsfell, the Runelund, Doldinen. These are less, they appear less in the lore, except for the road to Angmar. So up in the corner is actually the road to Angmar, which is the old Witch King's fortress back in the Second Age. And the proximity of Fornost to Angmar is one of the biggest, I guess, instruments of lore. Long before time had a name, yes. Long before. So that's where we're adventuring tonight. I am working with this Yellow Guardian, and like I said, it's a little bit of a difference to playing. I usually play red when I'm soloing, and I thought, okay, well, if I'm playing dangerous, let's see here. What English word retains the same pronunciation even after you take away 4 of its 5 letters? That's a good one. And hello, Patino Bowen. Welcome to the chat. Hope you're having a good day.
I'm sorry. Did you need something?
So Elsie sent you. Well, I'm glad for it. Well, we did run afoul of them orcs. Fortunate to have escaped with our lives we are. But our cart here, well, it didn't get off quite as well as you can see. No matter how many trees we fell, if we don't have our cart fixed, we can't bring him back to Trestle Bridge. Alright. Pull up a chair. The quest has just begun.
I don't know if you can help me.
Collect the cartwheel. Alright. So once again, that riddle, the last one that was posed. Oh, Q. We've got it. Okay. Yes. I didn't even see that it was solved. All right. Good job. Good job. And thanks for thank you very much for hosting, Petito Bone. Welcome to the stream. And we're just adventuring with this. This is the first time I play a Guardian in a long time, and this is a Yellow Guardian playing in the North Downs. Just give me one moment. I just need a quick AFK, and I'll be right back. I'm just gonna put myself on mute here. One moment. Okay, I think I got... I was running into some game sound issues as well. So welcome back. Let's see here. What we got going on? All right. Yeah, Atticus, just go ahead and like try to be respectful. You know, like it's you know. I guess act as you would want someone to treat yourself. That's kind of the golden rule of the channel. So and let's see here. So I am present. First time chat from viewer Dominic. It's has followed. Thanks for the follow, Dominic. Very much appreciated, my friend. And let's see here. I'm present at the beginning of love, the start of life, and the end of evil. What am I? The letter L. Yes. Very good. Good stuff. You know, I have a riddle that was a lot like that one. That I think was here somewhere, and I think I crossed it out because it was just a little too wordy. That one is kind of a more compact version. All right, so here's one for you to consider. Where am I going here? I'm salvaging a cartwheel, passive Nanwethran, half-orc schemer. Oh, I have to go turn in. Okay, so here's the next one. What is eaten but not grown, and was born in water but will disappear if soaked? That is the riddle. What is eaten but not grown, and was born in water but will disappear if soaked? What do you think it is? So apologies, just I'm not 100% tonight too. Just trying to kind of work through the stream. Just because I was pretty excited at playing this character. This is my new Ice No Maria, but welcome to the stream. Welcome back. It's nice to see you again. No, not ice on this one. This one is, what is eaten but not grown, and born in water but will disappear if soaked? The only thing that comes to mind is salt. And Atticus says salt. So Atticus did beat you to it. Rose, if you would have kind of kept your response a little on the shorter side, you might have actually beat Atticus to the punch there. But yes, so salt is the answer to that riddle. One moment. Okay, let's see if that's better. Sorry, I'm just struggling with nose. Okay. There we go. Let's go. He peaced out.
Oh dear. I don't know if you can help me.
Alright, what drink do I have? Just have water, swimmer. Just water. Okay, so we're not going to that passive Nanwethran. So let's see here. Water is an S+ tier drink. I suppose so. I mean, it's just, I guess it's the easiest one to fill these giant cups with. And of course, it's wintertime here, so it's very, very dry. Two people were playing chess. They both won. How is this possible? Well, that's easy enough. That's kind of one of those, you know, I thought that. It's like, but then it's almost too obvious. You know, you just don't want to kind of go dive into it. It's just a little too obvious. Maybe I just should have blurted. Okay, so... So we got the wheel. After that, heading back to Maddie Woodcraft here.
Woe be me.
Alright, so let's see here.
I'm sorry to trouble you, but will you help me?
Talk to Elsie Woodruff. All right. So what I was I guess what I was going to get back to. I guess let's just go back to the beginning, because when I started the stream, I was kind of like more with it, and I kind of just, I think I talked myself out of it trying to figure out the riddles that were posed here. So Patino Bowen had a really good comment earlier. I saw it. He was talking about how you know, Yellow Guardian is good. Better than blue. And what is my favorite game, Dominic? Well, it would be... I'd have to say this one, just because the longevity, the amount of years that I played this game, and the amount of hours that I put on this game, would probably be the most of any game that I've put in, and it's honestly just because I do really enjoy the game. So that would be the honest answer. And one of the things I do enjoy the most about the game is... So, for all of you who may not be aware, I do really enjoy playing tabletop RPGs. I used to play Dungeons and Dragons, and then I kind of switched to Pathfinder, which is another system based upon an original Dungeons and Dragons game. So, one of the things that I enjoy doing there that you can do here is roll new characters, what you call roll a new character. In Lord of the Rings Online, you don't actually roll it. There's no chance in creating the character. You just choose kind of the race, the class, you know, based upon what you want to play. And those things have an effect on stats and skills. And then you choose what your character looks like. You choose, you know, the hair color or the eye color, or eyebrows, whether the character's, you know, like thick, or whether the character's, you know, like kind of on the thin side. So it's all just cosmetic from there on, and you bring these characters to life. So when I used to play, and here's I think an important thing about playing any kind of MMO. When you play an MMO, if you're playing it for the first time, Atticus, your favorite game is Paw Patrol. Mighty Pups Save the Adventure Bay. Well, there you go. Atticus, I think you're a little too old for Paw Patrol, but that's just my opinion. I give you more credit than Paw Patrol. Although maybe it's a really fun game. Anyway, so one of the things that's really great about like starting the new character and playing an MMO, and I watched my friend start to play a different game and have a character on a different, I guess on a different MMO, and I think the tendency there is to try to always ask, you know, what is going to be the most effective? One of the what's going to, you know, what's really going to matter at the end game? Like, should I be building this super character to play through the entire game, or should I just basically concentrate on, you know, like what the kinship may need, or something to that nature? I used to kind of play that. And okay, one moment here. Be right back. There we go. All right. So one of the things that I was going to do on here, like when I used to build characters, it was all about what I can do, what needs can I have, and or what needs the kinship had. Let's see here. I missed the crossroads. Okay, there we go. Signpost ports to the Darkland of the Foremost. But I honestly now, when I used to kind of build, and I'd metagame, and I'd kind of min-max my characters and worry about getting that top-notch gear, the end game gear. And now I find when I'm playing this game, especially like the new versions, is I feel like it's honestly a more positive experience for me to build characters that I actually like. Like to kind of, I used to roll Dwarf Guardians because I really liked the Dwarf Guardian 10-second 75% of all mitigations. I used to really like that racial skill. But then, my other Guardian that I played on a different server was an elf, and they had kind of a similar thing. And I really enjoyed those characters, but now I had the feeling for a Guardian. I thought, race of man, I had a kind of a concept for him. So you just kind of go with what feels good. And have some fun with your character. Try new things. Don't worry so much about min-maxing or getting that top-notch equipment. You really want to just kind of have fun and almost get into the character and watch it grow and be like, oh yeah, like Steely's at level 27 sort of thing. So I'm getting pretty close to 28. So that's the kind of thing that really kind of drives me with new characters. And it's also why I don't really enjoy just playing one character, because I feel like almost like I'm handcuffed if I'm just playing a burglar or just playing a champion or a minstrel or whatnot. So I like that variety as well. I know a friend, be back in just a minute. All right, Critic. I know a friend of mine used to always create a melee character and a ranged character or magical character just because he couldn't even play like all the way to 60 on just one. He'd play for a while and then get tired of melee or get tired of ranged or magic and then switch to the other. So that's a good strategy as well, I think. Okay, so let's see here. I'll wait for Critic to be back, and then I'm going to pose another riddle. Now, I do enjoy the riddles, don't get me wrong. It's just you can honestly fill an entire, stream with nothing but riddles, and that would be just fine. I mean, if that's the way the stream's rolling, but I like to kind of mix them in, so I really like the riddles that are posed by the community, though. Those are fantastic, and some of them, like I'm just going by, something that I just found, kind of a resource that I forgot I had, and it's it's kind of paid off, and some of these riddles are really good, but I do like when the community poses it. So here's Minchum.
It's a sorry day.
It's a sorry day. Minchum has been here forever. So I just earned some compassion. Let's get these going here.
Will you lend me your ear?
So this little camp has been here forever. Minchum used to be kind of by himself. Colbert the Mad, I believe, was off in a different area at first, and we'll talk about him in a moment. And then Idremin, I can't remember when they added him, but he never was here with Minchum before. Or maybe he was, and it was only him and Minchum. I'm not really sure. Anyway, so now this is kind of a different hub. It's the hub at the edge of the fields of Foremost. And you can kind of see off in the distance Foremost. It's a big gate, some towers. It's just kind of crumbling outbuildings now, but it's entirely swarming with orcs and goblins and evil. So that used to be the kingdom, basically the main city of the... Hello, fellow flatulent flautist. Hey, John, how you doing? Hope you're having a good time. I am doing some flatulent flautist representing tonight. And Fornost was the lead city of the North Kingdom, which is basically Aragorn's ancestry. Aragorn was descended from Isildur, who is the son who was given control of the North Kingdom by his father Elendil, and his brother was given control of Gondor, along with Elendil, because Elendil stayed, I believe he stayed in Gondor when he was there. So we got this little camp. Minchum's telling us to introduce to Colbert the Mad. Colbert says,
Greetings, friend.
speak with Minchum. So Colbert is actually, the spelling is the same. And I'm going to answer a question that a lot of people ask in the forums, because I do know the answer. How long till the guard is max level, Steely Dan? Because I'm in quarantine, and because, you know, like, I can kind of do a little questing here and there, probably within, I'll conservatively say by next week this time, maybe even sooner. I'm not sure. I do level quite quickly. I do this. I rolled this character. When did I ask Jay about joining the Flautists? I think I rolled this character 2 days ago, so I'm level 27. So I haven't really played a whole lot with him, and I'm still working on my max champ. But yeah, so maybe within a week, definitely. So
Shadow is on my spirit.
introduce yourself to Indremin. All right. So getting back to Colbert the Mad, Indremin appears but does not speak. Colbert the Mad, I can confirm it, is a character who is named after Stephen Colbert. The Don't Do Session Plays Are Broken right now. Yes, we saw that, Silmaria, on a stream earlier. Jay was attempting a Moria epic storyline instance play, and I kind of wondered that he was having difficulty with it, because it was actually an instance play that I had earlier on a stream from earlier, and I really enjoyed it. It was a chance to play this champ with a horn that blows everybody all over the place, etc. And he was having a tough time, and then we found out that it was indeed a known issue on the forums. So that instance unfortunately can't be completed. But Colbert the Mad is indeed named in honor of Stephen Colbert. Stephen Colbert is a founder of Lord of the Rings Online. He used to play back when the game launched in the Shadows of Angmar time. Stephen Colbert actually had a character in the game and quite enjoyed playing Lotro. So this was before he had the Late Show, when he was doing more of a fill-in or an even later show, etc. But yes, he is a legitimate super fan of Lord of the Rings, and he was a founder of Lord of the Rings Online. I remember seeing an interview with him a long time ago. It was perhaps 2008, 2009, I think, where he came out. I think he played on the Landrival server. I will say that as well. So I don't know if he's still active, if he has any time, but I highly doubt it. But I know he's probably still got that account hidden somewhere in an old laptop. So these quests here take us into Fornost. The fields are there's a nickname for these fields in Tolkien lore. And so basically what happened in this area, you can kind of see the potential with the rolling hills and the trees, but everything's kind of stunted and dying. That's just because of the last war against Angmar. So a little bit of the lore here. Let's see here. Find the source of the unsettling song. Okay. So Fornost and the Men of the North were at war with Angmar. And they actually sent a request to Gondor for assistance, and the war was fought, and they kept on giving ground. The fortress at Enuminus fell, and finally they gathered in front of the fields of Fornost for basically what was a final battle. And unfortunately, in that time period, Gondor arrived too late. The king of Gondor, who was what was his name? Actually, it might be a little Easter eggish to give his name, so I will not. Suffice to say, he does make an appearance in Lord of the Rings Online. So the last king of Gondor, or so it turned out, actually led a reinforcements, but he got here too late. The Witch King had already won, had driven owned the field, driven the Northmen out. Fornost was taken and either torn down or corrupted, and by the time Gondor got there, it was kind of too late. So it was basically just Angmar had retreated into their lands, and the Witch King actually taunted the King of Gondor at the end of that battle.
What do you need?
Okay, so this here, Voice Upon the Air. This is a creepy dancer. It's not actually a dancer. So we've got Idaline, who is actually Idaline, and this old Nathron, who is a fell spirit dwelling on the fields here. And she has no memory. Where is she? Oh, you saved me from her, from old Nathron. So I should go home, back home now? Back home. Alright, so she's out. So, alright, I think that's it, and then they give you more quests. So anyway, so as I said, the Witch King taunted the King of Gondor, and the King of Gondor was all ready to go. He's like, no one taunts me. And then I believe it was an elf. I'm not sure if it was Glorfindel or someone from the House of Elrond that said, no, don't go. Not by the hand of man shall he fall. So he restrained the king. Let's see here. Which class is your favorite, or do you have one? Okay, and then we follow this riddle. I'm 4 times as old as my daughter. In 20 years' time, I shall be twice as old as her. How old are we now? I'm 4 times as old as my daughter. 20 years' time, I shall be twice as old as her. How old are we now? 4 and 20. 5 and 20. 5 and 20. So in 20 years, 25. 25 and 40? Not quite. I think you're on the right track though, Manbear J. I think it might be not quite. Those could be actually considered math problems, like word problems out of a math textbook also, as well as riddles, so it's kind of a dual purpose riddle. So the Voice Upon the Air, okay, so we did this one.
Might you spare a moment?
So let's go back to John. Your question was, which class is your favorite, or do I have one? I guess earlier in the stream when I first came on, I explained how this Yellow Guardian was kind of an old favorite come back again, and it's true. I really do. Let's see here. Oh, that's it. Yes, yeah, 10 and 40. Right on. Good job. So I would have said Guardian back, I guess from the about 2008 period to probably about 2013 when I kind of fell in love with the captain. And then I kind of gravitated. I was starting on the Anor server, and I really wanted something different, so I tried a burglar, and that was about 3 years ago, and I really, really liked the burglar. I would honestly say that if I would have known how much fun the burglar was for me to play, I would have played one a long time ago. I never mained a burg. I never even leveled the burg until that server, so. But I will say burglar. I also enjoy Lore Master, Runekeeper. There aren't too many I don't enjoy. There is one class. There's one class. Maybe I'll pose it out there. I gave this answer in an earlier thing. So you want to search the fields of Fornost. So we have to search a bunch of areas out there. All right. If you can guess, the only class that I have never leveled to level 50. I believe now there are, and I won't say Brawler because Brawler is brand new, and I have a Brawler that I'm leveling with my son and my cousin. We're dwarfing it up. We're playing a trio of dwarves, and I have a Brawler there. But other than that, which class would you think? There is one class in Lord of the Rings Online that I have not leveled to level 50 ever. There's like a little bit of Steely Dad trivia, and I will tell you why if the answer is given and if it's correct. So for those who are just joining us, welcome to the stream. Bjorning? No, I have a level 95 Bjorning. Or 85, I'm sorry, 85 on Crick Hollow. I think I leveled that. Now that Bjorning is trapped in time. Runekeeper? No. I also have I think an 85 Runekeeper on Anondor. Minstrel. That would have been a guess. And I will be honest with you. I am not a good minstrel. I am not a good minstrel at all. I try, but it just seems that, minstrels play really well if you're a button pusher rather than a clicker. Okay, so we've got Lore Master. No, I have leveled the Lore Master. Have I ever played the Final Fantasy VII Remake? I have not, Atticus. No. I haven't played any Final Fantasy game since 7, the original. Warden. That's it. Bing, bing, bing. The Warden. So, an interesting fact, though, about the Warden is... So, the Warden debuted, I believe it was with the Mines of Moria. I believe it was with the Moria expansion that they released Runekeeper and Warden. So that would have been around the late 2008, November 2008 or 2009. So my very first, I guess the day they came out, I had to choose between Runekeeper and Warden, and I chose the Warden. And it was amazing because you just couldn't kill the thing. I'd send it in, and we were in a fellowship, and we were doing this quest in the Lone Lands where you had to take the dwarf medallion from this Dourhand overseer, and it was a really tough quest back then. It was like it was a group quest, and you needed a group, and my other two group members died. They had time to run back because all I did was just keep spamming the Warden skills back then. That just kept them alive. I'll be back. I'm lurking as I go do something. Thanks, Rose. So yes, so Warden. The highest level I think I've ever taken a Warden is mid-30s. And there's the problem. Because I love to roll different characters and roll alts, I will say that the Warden was difficult for me because you have to concentrate on what you're doing when you're playing it. Like the Guardian, the skills that I'm kind of rolling through, the progression that I've got here is so familiar. I could just kind of it's almost face roll. With the Warden Gambits. And you got to remember too, they didn't have the ability to set multiple gambits, like the quick gambit, I guess, like the 3 and 4 that you can set that are available to you right away. You couldn't do that way back when I was trying to level them. So I found that if I played the Warden, I really needed to concentrate, and then I go to another class to quest or to if we're doing raids or whatnot, and I'd never be able to get back on track, never. So so the Warden was my... It's kind of the reason why I still can't roll one. I think it would be if I rolled a Warden... so another thing that I will say too is that Wardens are now... they're pretty much single-dimensional classes at higher levels. The tanking Warden works until you hit, I would say, Isengard top level content, and then you get too squishy. Even Dol Guldur, I think our Warden just got squished every time we use him as a tank. So, but as far as DPS goes, they finally gave them a clear role with damage over time DPS, because as a damage over time class, you can't beat those bleeds. Those are as far as I know, and I haven't really kind of gone in for checking, I think the Warden is the most powerful DPSer over time that you'd want against a boss in the game, just with those bleeds. The bleeds are unbelievable. So, and I just can't bring myself to roll one. So that's why I'm back with old reliable Guardian, and I was getting there. Are there races that can't play the Warden? Yes, one is Killer. Welcome to the stream, Killer. Thank you for the host, bud. Are there races that can't play Warden? Yes. Dwarves cannot be Wardens, much to my chagrin. I think if there were a Dwarf Warden, I probably would have never played any other character. I've been waiting for that Dwarf Warden and the Hobbit Champion for years and years and years. And the racial limitations. Same reason that elves can't play burglars. It just, they do have racial limitations. So. And actually, only 2 races can play Lore Master as well. You can either, well, 3 actually, because of the High Elf. But humans, elves, and High Elves are the only races that can play a Lore Master. Burglar, now they have, they've given the Burglar ability to dwarves. So you can play a, oh, what are they called? What are those dwarves called? Let's see if I can find one in the kin. I know I saw one earlier. What are they? Stout axes. That's what it is. So a stout axe dwarf, which came out with the Minas Morgul expansion, can play a burglar. All the rest cannot. So I'm not sure what's going on here with my quests. Killer, how are you doing? Are you still playing? Let's see. I do not see my friend Killer, unless you're on. No, you're not on another tune. I see John. John, you get your warden, level 47. All right, way to go. I think I saw him earlier, too, as well. Nimerus, me, and Noah. Noah is on Pingdeer. All right. So, hunting. We're still doing this hunting quest. So that's a good one. Like a good little trivia question. So speaking of trivia, let's get back to the riddles here. I'm gonna ask. I haven't asked a riddle in a long time, so here we go. Let's see here. If you break me, I do not stop working. If you touch me, I may be snared. If you lose me, nothing will matter. What is it? Can I repeat that? Sure thing, Manbear J. Sorry, my voice was kind of cutting out and I was getting chased by a bat here. So the riddle is, if you break me, I do not stop working. If you touch me, I may be snared. And if you lose me, nothing will matter. What am I? You have an idea. Let's have it, Atticus. What's your idea? As long as you're not consulting Google for your answers, then I have no problem with you making a guess. And the answer is, in fact, a heart. So, congratulations. I don't even know if I'm going the right way here. Nope, I just missed it. I ran by it. So currently roaming around in the fields of Fornost. It's usually actually one of my kind of neat little areas that I like to deed to, because there's a difficult deed that you can get that my thought was heart, but the snare bit made me unsure. These so these fell spirits here are kind of a unique deed. They're only in the fields of Fornost. I think there may be actually some in the Fornost instance itself, which I haven't even talked to yet. But got some whites popping up here. Okay, so let's that was a quick one. Let's do another one here. Oh, this is good. This is a good one, and it's kind of one of those archaic riddles. It's a little tricky because it's it's from a bygone age. So I'll finish this guy here. All right, here we go. So here's a good one. Black within and red without, with 4 corners round about. What am I? Black within and red without, with 4 corners round about. What am I? It is not a newspaper, Atticus. Nope, not this one. Black within and red without, with 4 corners round about. What am I? I've got a good clue for this one too. If it continues to baffle. It is. This one's a good one. This one's a stumper, and I think it's because it comes from kind of like a, it's a classic riddle. If I could use that term. Okay, digging for relics is done. We didn't find anything. I will give that to you, Critic Canon, just because it may be a different terminology somewhere. But yes, it is a chimney. So a smokestack. I will give that the correct answer. The answer is chimney. It just may be terminology from region to region, but yes. Okay, one moment. I just have a couple of hateful lights to deal with here. So another thing that I noticed about this Yellow Guardian is now I'm playing on deadly difficulty, and normally it really is like the mobs are difficult. This Yellow Guardian almost renders the mobs like powerless. So same thing, just different word usage. Another point against English. That's what I thought. I kind of knew where you were going with that, and I thought it was a good acceptable answer. So where am I going now? Let's go here. Or is there another tomb? Is that a? I can't click that tomb. Okay. That is correct. So, and a difficult, I guess an easy language to learn the basics for, but so many variations of the same thing. It's quite, and the local slang, the cultural slang. Another thing too is just even the way that it's spoken, the different dialects. Now I'm sure this is similar in other languages. I know for a fact it is in French, because the French that we speak in our area is by far not even close to proper Parisian French, or the French that's spoken in Quebec as well, in some sections, the province of Quebec within Canada, of course. So I think definitely dialects. Like I did pick up a few expressions from the south when I was there. All right, there we go. Level 28. John just hit 28. Hopefully you're still with us. Working on up. I'm almost halfway there. I'm still looking for graves though. So moving right along. Yes, sir. John and Steely are whooping these fools. Yes. Yes, indeed. So there's another thing that I wanted to touch upon when I was kind of getting started. The thought of when we were like, okay, well let's maybe we'll put a person in the kin, and then we'll go rolling with the flautists. What's this skill? Stagger. Oh, stagger. That's a good one. I thought maybe of using one of those blessings of the Valar sort of thing, like, and then I really don't consider myself to be like to need to use one of those, because I enjoy actually leveling the characters too much, and like if I really wanted to play an instance with you guys and you guys were like high level, I could just bring another character, but there is something just fun about leveling a character. From it's that RPG mentality, it's like, ooh, gained a level, ooh, got new skills, it's kind of a cool way to progress. What begins with an E and contains only one letter? Envelope. The answer is envelope. Yes. Yes. That was a good one. I'm not gonna say I don't think I'm not sure if I heard it before, but it's just one of those quick clicks. Now I think I already killed this guy, so we have to go this way. So the Blessing of the Valar is an item that you can get from the Lord of the Rings online store. I believe it's quite expensive. Something like, I think, 3,000 to 5,000 Lotro points. But it will enable you to get a character from from level 1 to level 50. I think you only have to complete the introduction, and then you use it. Buy it from the store and then use it. And then just shy of 4K for the level 50. Yep, there we go. So 39.95 Lotro points. I have bought one before to use, and it was basically just my own laziness. So here's a story some of you might appreciate if you were playing the game in the old school days. Is nowadays we have mithril coins. Okay, I used almost 7,000 Lotro points for the level 130 to get up there. That's crazy. That's a lot of points. I guess that would probably be about a $60 US investment. Because I think $60 gets you something like 7,000 points or something. So that's quite the investment. But back in the day, when we used to still have travel rations, okay, because those were a thing. You needed travel rations to use maps, like maps to your. I think maps to your house, you needed them, and hunters needed them to port around. They always carried a batch of travel rations, and the hunters used to be the taxis. Well, another taxi used to be the captain, because the captain had a summoning skill, and it was the only class that you could summon another player to. So, captains were often the I guess the cannon fodder, for lack of a better term, for players to get to an instance that was difficult to get to. Now, there were summoning horns throughout the game. Those things are still there. They're kind of archaic now. I don't know too many people who still use summoning horns, at least in the new areas. But all right, I'm looking for 2 more graves. But you can still find them in the old zones. Anyway, so you'd send a captain to a difficult area, or you'd strategically plant a captain somewhere, where it was like a pain in the butt to get through, where they've expanded the number of horses in the game. There are now horses all over the place. There's the grave, it's on the other side. So what I used to do is I had a second account, and it's actually the account that the Rose Garden plays on, and I'll just barge on right through here. There we go. So I'd roll a secondary captain, and I'd actually level that captain to a decent level. My captain used to be called, and I saw one of these roaming around Middle Earth. That secondary captain was always called I Like Big Buffs, because cappies used to have like really good buffs back when, and to have a cappy in the group really. I mean, they still bring a lot to the table today. They're more versatile than they used to be in terms of tanking, but I like big buffs. Like buffs, like a speed buff or a run buff or a morale buff. Yes, I like big buffs. Not those BBBs, not those. So let's see here. So what I used to do is I'd level this captain, and then I'd take both of them into an area, and I'd plant the captain that I'd want to keep, that basically my secondary captain, in one area, and then I'd be questing with my other. And then I'd use them when I was done all the quests in the area. I'd leave one in the hub. Actually, no, I left the second one in the hub. I'd go questing. And then I'd blow the both horns at the same time and switcheroo the captains so that I could basically get the captain. Because back then they used to actually give you quests. You'd go out, you'd do them, you'd go back, turn them in. They'd send you back to the same area to do the same quest. So this was kind of like a good shortcut / cheat to get back to that questing area. So I did use a Valar when it first came out to get that second captain, but then I realized that mithril coins pretty much do the same thing, and you can quickly zoom back to the hub. You may have to ride out there again, but with the way the game has kind of become streamlined too, no hub is really that far out of the way. So So that was a kind of an old school trick that I guess it would still work today if you really didn't want to spend mithril coins. You could level a captain free to play and just leave him somewhere if you're not playing on the legendary servers. So that was one thing. Okay. So let's see here. Let's get to another riddle, shall we? For those who just joined the stream, welcome to the stream. We're in the North Downs on this Yellow Guardian. I really haven't talked too much about the Yellow Guard, other than that it's pretty cool. Oh, and before I posted, Critic comes in with a riddle. So let's read this one. We are little brethren twain, arbiters of loss and gain. Man to our counters run, some are made and some undone. But men find it to their cost, few are made but numbers lost. Though we play them tricks forever, yet they always hope our favor. I know what this is. I know what it is. And I love these. I will just say that I love these. I will just say that someone in my family just received a whole lot of these. No answering Rose Garden. And if you need another clue, it's part of the reason why I enjoy playing a burglar. I thought you might know it pretty quick, but it was worth a shot. Yes, it just kind of clicked. It clicked after the thing. So, Rose, you probably know the answer, but yeah, sorry, I gotta put the ban hammer on you for this one. It's just too obvious. So I'm just gonna let that stew. I just have to check my my message here. Oh sure. Okay. All right. So, is it a cabbage roll? No, not a cabbage roll, Member J, but no, a good guess. So I'll read it out again out loud, and maybe there's some clues in there. Coins? No, not coins. But you could acquire coins by using the answer of this riddle. Yes, dice, Atticus. Yes, you got it. At least I think so. I'm pretty sure, Critic. That's where you were going there. So, all right. So, back across the mighty fields of Fornost here. It's kind of a gloomy place, and I have 22 sets now. Best $20 ever. 22 sets of role-playing game dice. I've created a monster. I truly have. Back to Minchum. Okay.
It's a sorry day.
So let's see. At least you have. At least you know it. Yes, I do. Yeah. Take the horse from Minchum's camp to Thamlorn. Okay, so I will say this too about the north, about this area. The fields of Fornos are desolate, and there's some areas in Lotro that are like this. Middle Angmar, actually. The only set I own is the Guide to Ravnica D&D set. They were pretty. I got a D&D set, a D&D dice set for Christmas. They were for some kind of circus or carnival games. They were orange, really nice set of dice. So I will say that some areas are desolate, like Angmar, etc. And it's amazing to me how a lot of people just don't like those areas because they're kind of grungy. You have a riddle, perhaps? Okay, Atticus, go ahead. Take one out and scratch my head. I am now black, but once I was red. What am I? I know the answer to this one too right away. It just clicked. I've never played D&D. It is a match. Tendalus, welcome to the stream, and welcome to your first victory in the Riddle Wars. Thank you for that answer, and hope you're enjoying the stream, Tendalus, and the rest of you. I really hope. I apologize. This isn't usually the quality of stream that I've kind of tried to maintain. I have a difficult time with things right now just because of I'm just getting over the COVID, and greetings, sir. Hope you're You having a good stream? I was just actually to save the Chetwood, burn the Chetwood, burn it down. And there's Killer. So, but at least we got her in. We got in some riddles. We got in some play. I'm going to start streaming a little earlier in my time, just because Basila's work schedule has changed. She usually works till 8 p.m. So right now we're 7:46. Burn the Chetwood, burn it. Let's see here. I've been considering playing Lord of the Rings Online again. I messed around with it a few years ago. I would recommend it. I've kind of gone off and on with this game, but it's always drawn me back, and I think it's just because no matter how long you leave, and they bring out expansions, this is another good thing here. Imagine burning on it just for having an OP raid boss. Yes, Jaggerjack. I will say this, they can bring out expansions. I gotta go, but have a good rest of stream. Thanks for coming, Atticus. Thank you. And thanks for the riddles. And thanks for the answers. You get Rohan, and then you get Gondor, and then you get Mordor, and you get, all kinds of... now we've got Gundabad, and it's still the same universe. It's still the same old Lotro. Like, it's, the classes are the same, the quests are somewhat similar, being an MMO. It's just that chance to explore a new part of Middle-earth from the lore, So, like 12 hours ago, I clicked the link for... I forgot my password, and they still haven't sent me any... Oh, no. Oh, no. I will say this. So, this is kind of an interesting subject, but the game has gone from being run by a company called Turbine to being run by Warner Brothers to being run by a tiny independent studio called Standing Stone Games. Now, on a plus side, I gotta say Standing Stone Games, they kept the game alive. Like, this game was, after Warner Brothers left, if they wouldn't have picked it up, a lot of people in Middle-earth would have been disappointed, because no one was really lining up to buy. I believe the game was being offered publicly by Warner Brothers for some time. But then a group of devs got together with some backers and picked it up, and Standing Stone Games was born, and we have the Lotro of today. Which means, at best, it's still here, and they're still adding to it. So I do respect that company for this. I know they have their problems. All games have their problems. Customer service, though, I'm kind of giving you a disclaimer. Sometimes it takes them forever to get back to you. Like, I'm talking people have been waiting months for answers to tickets. I don't submit tickets very often, so I can't honestly give you a personal response. But they changed the ticketing system, and I think something is flawed. I really do. I think they're not getting the tickets that they should. Because I once upon a time I used to submit tickets, and I used to get a game master within 10 minutes sending me a tell. Ding, this is so and so. What can I help you with? And they were approachable. They would talk to you. And I think that day is long gone. If someone attacks someone in chat, I mean, this is rare because Lotro has a fantastic community. Normally it's the rest of the community that shuts that player down, and not the devs, because I don't think their response time is that good. So I will say that. So Standing Stone Games, thanks for keeping the game alive. Thanks for introducing new zones. But it is still, they've got a lot of ground to cover, and they don't have the staff. They simply don't. So but I would recommend coming back. I would. Simply because it's a trip down memory lane. I really enjoy these legendary servers. I'm playing on the Treebeard server with a lot of friends that I've made here. And a lot of friends from the stream, and I'm truly enjoying the Treebeard experience. Everybody just seems to, although the world chat is non-toxic, even the toxic people in world chat are just basically like, they just want attention, and it's not like the old days where it was like outrageous attention. They're just some guys who are messing around, and like, really no one's there to police them. It's like kind of leaving your teenagers at home with no parents, and like a full fridge or whatnot. So anyway, I digress. I will say that this is I'll pose one more riddle here. Okay, here's a good one. In the ground I am nothing, but give me time and I'll be something. What am I? In the ground I am nothing, but give me time and I'll be something. What am I? So there's the answer. Or a seed. Yes, Man Bear J. There's the answer. And a plant, it is a seed. That is the correct answer. So if you've been enjoying the stream, thank you, because it definitely hasn't been one of my best. I'm still under the weather. I think I'll hold off a couple of days before I try to stream again, maybe until the weekend, just to give this whole COVID thing a chance to work itself out. But thanks for joining, and if you do like what you see and enjoy the riddles and enjoy the kind of old school commentary of Middle Earth, then go ahead and hit the follow button. We'd really appreciate it, and hope you come back for more. So, let's see. Rose says, "What four-letter word can be written forward, backward, or upside down, and can still be read from left to right?" Forward, backward, upside down, and can still be read from left to right. I would expect nothing less, my friend. But the answer is not poop. Interesting. As Milch would say, why you do this? I do not know the answer to that one. Any guesses? What four-letter word can be written forward, backward, or upside down? Anyone who's new, who's like saving up, wants to be their first-time chat, and they know the answer to this, go ahead and post it. I'm really curious. I seem to know, I seem to remember this riddle, but I'm just not 100%. I know it. Go ahead, critic. Go ahead. I want to hear it. But I'll wait. No, you can't wait. You can't keep us in suspense. Not with a riddle like this. What four-letter word can be written forward, backward, or upside down and can still be read from left to right? Noon? But Cap. Noon! Yes. Well done. That's a good way to kind of end the riddle round. So I will say this, like I said, I'm going to actually maybe post a stream schedule. I think I'm going to go probably, I'm not sure. I don't want to do a stream Wednesday night because yes, I still watch wrestling. And there's a new wrestling fed that came out just a couple of years ago that I'm kind of involved in. I've kind of watched them from the beginning. So Wednesdays are out. Basilla works till 8. So I'm thinking 6 to 8, maybe Tuesdays and Thursdays, or Mondays and Thursdays, or maybe Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. We shall see. Because on the weekends usually we have some instances to run or whatnot. So maybe that'll be something that'll be added, and Rose Garden and I have some work to do. Anyway, so without any further ado, thank you for showing up tonight. Thank you for checking it out. And I didn't really get too into the Guardian. I didn't really get too into the North Downs, but enough maybe to whet the appetite and, kind of prompt, oh yeah, I remember those Guardians, and maybe someone will roll a guard off of it. So thanks for joining, and until next time, we'll see you again, most likely in a couple of days. Let the COVID go. All right, cheers, everyone. Good night.